War Pugs, it's JonTron, and JonTron's gonna tell us that Steven Seagal is a certified tough guy. Oh, God. Look, I love watching some videos that are circulating around YouTube about this time, about these supposed wushu masters and these kung fu masters who have, like, basically frauded people out of so much time and effort trying to, you know, they have their... I don't even know how to properly articulate how stupid it is, but they have people, they try to convince people that they have extreme, like, powers and all this other kind of crap. It's the same thing that happened during the Boxer Rebellion, where they were telling people, like, they were fully gassed up on their own Kool-Aid, where they were like, oh, I can deflect bullets. Well, if you watch Fat Electrician, you know that during the Boxer Rebellion, a whole bunch of kung fu masters thought that they could deflect bullets, and they found out the hard way that they can't. Guys, Steven Seagal he's a misery. He's an absolute misery. One of the worst, just god-awful human beings, period. And on top of that, the ego of this guy is incredible. He's in Russia right now, which I thought was hilarious because, you know, it was a meeting of the minds. You had Putin, you had Xi Jinping, and you had Steven Seagal, all major fraudsters, like, lying to the public on a regular basis in the same spot. You know, it's great. Guys, Steven Seagal, certified tough guy. It's JonTron, let's go. All links are going to be in the description down below. I'm getting off my soapbox because I could go on about this for days. Let's go.
Okay, you're not gonna believe this. That's Raid Shadow Legends!
Oh!
Raid Shadow Legends is a free-to-play dark fantasy RPG game available to play on your phone, tablet, and computer. With cross-platform capabilities, you can switch from playing on your phone to a computer with ease. And brand new to Raid is the Tag Team Arena. Tag Arena is the next level of competitive PvP battles, where you face off in a best-of-3 4v4 battles. Whichever team wins 2 matches wins the series.
Yay.
And as you progress through the campaign, you'll collect new and unique champions and gear, so you can customize your team the way you like to play. If you're a competitive player, you can earn special rewards if you finish high in the rankings.
Hi.
So, what are you waiting for, okay? Go to my description, click the link, and download Raid Shadow Legends today.
Hey!
Ow. If you're a new player, you'll get 50,000 silver, 50 gems, 5 mystery shards, 1 energy refill, 1 day XP boost, 1 clan boss key, and a free champion, Executioner. This champion is super strong,
dude,
and like
your
I said, you'll
face.
get him completely free by signing.
Dude, your chin, it has to hurt. I'm just saying, it has to hurt. Why did my screen do this? Get out of that. Why is it doing that? I'm just asking. For a friend.
Up with my link below. You'll find your extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. This guy, okay?
Oh.
Steven Seagal.
Just look.
I don't know how he's been, the places he's been and accomplished what he's accomplished. I always just knew him as a 90s action movie star with the likes of Jean-Claude Van Damme and Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, beating people up.
Yay!
Being awesome.
What proofs?
Putting asses in seats at the movie theater. Generally not being batshit crazy afterwards.
You still fight?
Yes, I do.
You still dangerous?
But Steven Seagal could not manage that last bit, unfortunately.
С большим останавливающим действием. What caliber is this?
So here you have it. The many sides of this fragmented man. May we try to piece him back together.
Okay.
Humpty Dumpty. He is kind of an egg guy, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So Steven Seagal is trained in an art called aikido, or so he says. It's basically
So
an
he
art where
says.
you just flip a guy. You just throw a guy. That's what it is. Dude, I'd be careful if I were you. That's a dangerous man. That's what it is. Dude, I'd be careful if I were you. That's a dangerous man.
Really?
But I'd be remiss if I didn't point out the central aspect of Aikido, in which that it is a fakey fake, not real bullshit martial art. Ironically, if you look at it, most of the real skill here comes from the people pretending they're falling. So, that's probably a good sign of things to come.
Now, I am a huge proponent of martial arts. I love martial arts, but I do not like fake martial arts. I like, it doesn't need to be flashy, it just needs to work.
So you thought Steven Seagal was an action star, huh?
Get him, man!
Well, what about Steven Seagal, the musician?
That you gonna have to see. I got $700, baby. Ain't you gonna make
What?
It's quite easy to do soul singing, you know what I'm saying?
It's not. But just like everything else, fake it until you make it, I guess.
Before I was born, you got a boy child's coming.
What the fuck? It's like started soulful but ended with a threat. It was like, you better watch your back. Literally, actually, seriously, watch your back. Yeah!
Yeah!
I'm saying.
You know, he's here. Everybody knows I'm here.
What?
Okay, that one was straight up gibberish. I believe I heard. That's genuinely what I heard.
There we go.
I'm Russian. My family are from Vladivostok and Belarus, and you know, I'm a Russian Mongol, and I'm Russian. My father was a Russian Mongol, so these
What?
people are Russian Mongols.
That's right, it's real. That's Vladimir Putin shaking hands with.
Come on, man. Come on.
Steven Seagal. How does it even happen? Was Vladimir Putin just like a fan of Under Siege or something?
Quite some time ago.
С самого начала говорили о том, что если это произойдет.
I like to think Vladimir Putin just has no idea who Steven Seagal is. He's just like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's this again? Foreign minister to Switzerland? Okay.
Это произойдет, то это будет.
First, I'd like to congratulate you on this occasion.
Mr. Putin wants you to know that he thought you were the foreign minister to Switzerland.
He would also like you to know that he can beat you in a one-on-one, and he looks better riding a bear than you.
And he was mistaken, but he's going to go ahead with it anyway. Congratulations, Mr. Seagal.
Just the absolute...
My Jesus, act like you're at least a little happy to see him, Vlad. I mean, I know you're not in reality. Nobody would be. But at least act happy. I mean, for Christ's sake.
So there, at the bottom, you have to sign it.
Whoa, what's with the fucking gnarly thumbnail? You're gonna go
Bro,
meet
what the hell is that?
the president of Russia and you come with the fucking Crypt Keeper? Fingers, especially when it's gonna be like up close on television. What the fuck? You know, Vlad's like looking at like his gnarly thumbnail, like, please, I'm gonna have to shake that hand. Oh, there it goes! I'm weak.
So happy to see him again. That's all.
It's really been
You gonna cry?
a pleasure. By the way, just saying, huge fan of your annexation of Crimea.
Yes. Huge fan of the invasion of Ukraine. Yes, I believe you when you tell me it's just a fucking assholes.
You are a great big fat man, round and fat guys, so strong, slim man. No, you are like a Russian potato. But believe it or not, old Vlad is actually not the only Eastern Bloc president that Steven Seagal has graced with his presence, as seen here when he visited the president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, at his official residence in Minsk. Because you can't make it up, really. You can't make it up.
Oh my god.
So beautiful.
Dude, this kid looks like he wants to be anywhere else. Yes. What?
Okay, you go to the White House, all right, you go to Downing Street, they're gonna give you a cup of coffee and a cake. Not so in Belarus, all right?
Carrots!
You go to the Minsk Palace,
Carrots!
all right, they're gonna shred you a couple carrots live.
Yes, we make borscht out of turnip.
Look at this man. How does he look so out of place everywhere he is? Okay, look at that posture, all right? That posture asserts, I don't know where I am, I want my mommy, I'm lost.
It's good carrot, yes.
Did you skip lunch? How hungry were you?
У нас природа не позволяет.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He looks absolutely lost. He's like, yes. Oh, it's time for the watermelons.
Oh,
Dimitri,
God.
good boy. Bring Steven the watermelon.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, it's a melon, you ass.
Check that thing out, all right? We don't got much of a GDP, but check that out. That's some soil we got in my backyard.
Nice.
Nice. Come to Belarus. We will take you outside, put you in front of carrots, skin a carrot, and then give you a watermelon. What the hell is this place?
Oh, I keep it? Oh, all right. Cool, we got, all right, yeah, that's your thing. Watermelons, carrots. It's a bit fucking weird, but.
Oh, Christ.
But he's not only Russian, okay? He apparently had a brief stint as a cop or something on the New Mexico border. I don't know what made him qualified for such a position, but somebody apparently thought it a good idea to hire him, which is why we are now going to be treated to a video titled, and I quote, Steven Seagal trains Americans how to stop school shooters using guns and martial arts.
No. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no.
Good luck stopping a school shooter using martial arts, I'm just saying. Stop, boy! Oh!
Pretty much.
Oh!
I'm not gonna be Daniel San and use the crane against somebody with an AR-15 at 50 yards.
That was a high caliber round!
America's war on gun crime is being fought on many fronts. But now the world's most powerful country has a new weapon. Yes, all-action hero, Steven Seagal.
What?
The Under Siege star
I
took
hate
time
this.
out from the bright lights of Hollywood to train posse volunteers in Arizona.
Posse volunteers? What do you mean volunteers? I thought these were cops. Wait, better question, what the fuck is a posse volunteer? The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office Volunteer Posse consists of non-compensated positions made up of people from all walks of life who want to assist law enforcement as a way to give back to their community.
Get me out of here. Get me out.
Now, is school shootings really the proper domain for the volunteer contingent of society? Shouldn't the most absolutely highly trained veteran forces be taking on these kinds of tasks? And shouldn't Steven Seagal always have literally nothing to do with it?
Yeah.
You're not doctors and lawyers, you're cops right now.
You take that Hippocratic oath, you scrunch it up, put it in the trash. You're here to shoot the child, but only the child with the weapon.
When you yell at somebody, get down on the ground, they gotta do it. If they don't.
Thank you, Steven. I appreciate your messaging here. Now shut the fuck up and go fake another throw.
Don't do it, you gotta make them comply. Quick. For every second that goes by, you could be losing children.
I like how Steven Seagal, you could see him just for a moment there calculating the optics of talking about mounds of dead kids.
For every second that passes, we're gonna be losing children. That's good, right? It's good for the TV.
The most precious asset we have as a society and as human beings is our children.
Which is why I've come here to this playground to recapture my youth. But he's a dangerous youth, don't get me wrong.
I was doing flips in Russian Mongolia off of the back of my toy swing set.
You boy of 12 with a shotgun, unhand your weapon. Don't make me do this. Son of a bitch. If they think they can keep extorting the children of this community with 10-cent price hikes on SpongeBob Pops, but they're dead wrong. It turns out, pretty cool guys, actually.
But not everyone agrees. It's the brainchild of controversial Arizona police chief Joe Arpaio, dubbed America's toughest sheriff.
Okay.
I'm going to say it again. For those protesters, we are here to protect the children.
Dude, don't break your damn fingers, my guy. And can somebody get this man in some air conditioning? He's sweating like he's gonna die, and he's second now. He's gonna collapse.
That's the main mission. They can say whatever they want.
Oh, God.
But I'm not going to stop.
And with a 6'4",
Oh, God, I didn't know.
a 7th dan black belt as his sidekick, who would disagree with that?
How long has Steven Seagal been standing behind me? Why is Steven Seagal standing behind me?
But if that weren't enough, he had his own series called Steven Seagal Lawman.
Oh, Christ.
I've been working as an officer in Jefferson Parish for 2 decades under most people's radar, said Seagal. And
So Steven Seagal could not go outside in an area without everybody knowing that he's Steven Seagal. The concept of Steven Seagal as an undercover cop is so far past laughable.
premiere episode, The Way of the Gun. Okay.
Once a year, every officer has to qualify with firearms in order to use their pistol on duty. And next week is Alex's test. See how it goes right where I want it?
Yes, sir.
Right there.
Now, most people don't know this, but when the bullets are in the gun, okay, watch closely. Did you see that? Most people don't know that.
If I don't pass weapons qualification,
I'm afraid Mr. Seagal's gonna hurt me. Really. He's a scary man. He's an intimidating man. He's also, if I could use a turn of phrase, off his fucking rocker.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pass down some of the secrets that have made me a master shooter. I don't want to just help Alex pass this test, but I want him to be a better marksman for life.
Yeah, it's kind of the idea, isn't it?
Both in the same hole, buddy.
Good luck, chap. Not through the bullet hole. It's a failed test. Nice try.
Oh! Guess who's buying beer tonight, boy?
Damn. I guess it's me. I guess I'm buying beer. Damn. That's Steven Seagal's whole racket, isn't it? He just tells someone to do something impossible. They can't do it. And then he goes, hey, oh, look who's paying my mortgage this month. Ha ha!
cheese for all right there.
Cheese for all right there. Cheese for all right there.
He knows what he's doing, and he knows how to put lead on target.
Lead on target. Oh, fuck's sake, dude.
You know, being a lifelong practitioner of martial arts, I try to teach everyone not to fight the recoil of the weapon, but more to become one with the weapon and let it be an extension of their body.
Which is exactly why, in case you were wondering, my hands look like this, okay? When they said firearm, I didn't know they meant it literally. Yeah, no, but I do miss eating food normally.
After what I seen today, he could take a gnat off a fly's ass.
Rethink that phrasing.
You got the Asian kind of Zen lesson. You're not doing this anymore, you're doing this.
Okay, we were seeing a lot of this kind of movement, right? Now, we're seeing a bit more...
From the time you started till the time we finished, I felt like he learned something.
Good. See, I believe that was the point, I think. So, good. All right, okay, so we've heard about Steven Seagal, all of those things. But what about Steven Seagal, the man? You know, the person, the human being behind it all. We always ask, what is Steven today? But we never ask, how is Steven today?
Okay.
Right? So let's watch an interview with the man himself.
Let's see it.
It's an interview he did with The Voice.
Uh-huh.
Should get a little accurate representation of who he is, right?
Welcome to Scottsdale, Arizona. Welcome to The Voice Versus.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Michael Chiavello.
I'm glad you said your own name, mate, because I wasn't going to be able to pronounce it.
So sit back and strap yourselves in for the longest interview ever conducted with Steven Seagal.
Before he got distracted and left, okay? We had him in that chair for like 26 minutes straight.
Steven Seagal, thanks for joining me on The Voice Versus. It's an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How did it come to be aikido that was your chosen art?
Well, actually, I started studying karate at a very young age.
Don't hurt yourself, dude, all right? We don't want smoke coming out of those ears. This is your longest interview ever. We're only about 15 seconds in.
Sort of lied about my age and got a job washing dishes at a restaurant. I think it was called the Wagon Wheel or something like that. And,
Okay.
there was a cook there, because back then in America you didn't really have dojos around.
I was working at this restaurant, don't remember the name of it. There was a cook there, but back then you didn't really have dojos. Right. Understood, Steven.
Okay, he actually does have a point there, because martial arts didn't really start taking off in the United States, where you started seeing a lot of like dojos and things like that everywhere until about the mid '80s, and then it started to really get some establishment. The late '70s, early '80s is when you really started to see that happening more and more. I mean, I remember when, you know, there was this one place called Pax Taekwondo that opened up in my hometown, and everybody was talking about that.
Understood.
They were all sort of underground or quietly teaching.
Okay, back then it wasn't sanctioned, okay? It wasn't exactly legal. Bit taboo. You go on the street, you say the words kung fu, all of a sudden you're in the back of a SWAT van.
One of the cooks there was a guy called Sakamoto Sensei, and he was a Shotokan guy and an Okinawan Shorin guy.
In short, this guy was a guy.
He saw that when I was washing the dishes and moving around that I moved very fast.
Hey, that guy back there, is he a karate master?
Is he about to paint his own origin story? Jesus.
He's just a dishwasher. No. How exactly do you wash a dish in a fashion that will impress a martial arts master?
Yes!
We demonstrated karate at this place that they had, which was a theme park, like a Japanese theme park.
You know, it was like a regular theme park, you know, like with roller coasters.
But with anime girls.
It was Japanese.
You did an aikido demonstration and Warner Brothers was blown away and boom, Steven Seagal became a movie star. Is that true? And if not, how did it happen?
I hate to admit it, that is true.
Okay. You met Bruce Lee. Tell me about your experiences with Bruce and what was he like and how did you get on with him?
I thought Bruce was a really great guy, really cool guy. And I thought James Coburn was a great guy too, and I'm really sorry they're all gone. And when Brandon was killed like that, they called me a few minutes after it happened. It was in Carolina somewhere. They called me in the middle of the night and they said,
You think it'd be more like, yeah, but Steven, but it was
we think that he's dead, but the guy shot a blank gun at him. How could he be dead?
Steven, we need to talk to you, dude.
Why the hell are they asking him that? EMTs are calling Steven Seagal in the middle of the night.
Okay, we shot like a blank gun at Brandon Lee, and now he's like bleeding from the stomach and dying, dude. Why is he dying? What do we do? No, we didn't call an ambulance. We're calling you, dude.
I said, you will find a projectile in him. You'll find a bullet in him. And they said, that can't be. You're crazy.
Steven, what are you gonna tell me? Pigs are flying next, okay? All we did was shoot a gun at him. We're gonna find a bullet. Why did they even call you instead of the paramedics?
And I said, you will find a bullet in him. And they called me in the morning. They said, you're amazing. And I said, why? And they said,
Brandon's dead. It was a bullet. You rock, dude.
I can go through the whole story on what really happened, which most people don't know, but
I really don't care to hear from him. I really don't care to hear from him. Like, obviously!
I could go on all day telling about bullets and my friend. You don't want to hear that. But do you? Because I'll keep going.
Who's the most legitimate Hollywood tough guy in your opinion?
when you say tough guy, do you mean martial artist or just tough guy?
I mean, you can tell just like right out the gate, he's like, it's Steven Seagal, but like, I thought you knew that. So like, are you asking for me to confirm it's Steven Seagal, or you really curious? Because it's pretty obvious.
I mean, Steven, for real, if he was on the street and there was a situation, you wanted this Hollywood guy by your side because he could defend himself.
Fucking hell, look at this guy's shit-eating grin.
Michael Jai White.
Can I laugh in your face?
Can I laugh in your face? Really?
Really?
Michael Jai White would torpedo bomb you.
Really?
Yes.
Thoughts on Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Can I laugh in your face?
Oh my God, Steven Seagal.
Now, Jean-Claude Van Damme does know a good bit about what he's doing, but he will admit a lot of the things that he knows are more for show than go. Even he has said that.
Such a dickhead.
Chuck Norris?
I mean, Chuck is in his mid-70s. He's probably 76 years old.
I don't think anyone with a sprayed-on hairline has the authority to be going around calling anyone else
And I'm pretty sure Chuck Norris could murder you in his sleep.
geriatric. Oh, that Chuck Norris, all right? Last I seen, he was using a walker.
So, I mean, I don't really want to get into, on film anyway, you know, who's a tough guy. Do I think Michael is a tough guy? No. Do I think he's a martial artist? No. Do I think Jean-Claude's a tough guy or martial artist? No.
Only one guy left who could be the tough guy. This guy's response on the other end, it was just...
Are you always armed?
Yes.
Right now, if I was to look around this room, would I find an arm of some sort that you've brought with you?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us on the show today, and it's been an absolute pleasure.
Guy.
Joe Rogan. If I could bring on anybody from anywhere at any time to be around me in a situation, I would want to bring in Joe Rogan for two reasons. Number one, he's funny. Number two, he's good at talking to people. And number three, if being funny and talking your way out of a situation isn't good enough, Joe Rogan knows how to fucking throw down. So bring me Joe Rogan. You saved the SpongeBob pop. Good job. I can't remember what movie he was in. I can't remember what movie he was in or anything like that, but apparently he was running his mouth to somebody and they challenged him to a spar and then they choked him out and he shit himself. I mean, hold on a second. I will see if I can't look that up in the meantime. Hold on a second. But yeah, like Steven Seagal, what can I say about this guy that I just can't stand him. I honestly can't stand him. Let's see. Choked up by who? Oh yeah, Gene LaBelle. Gene LaBelle was the guy that did it to him. He choked him out so hard he made him shit and piss himself. Let's see. When did this happen? When did this happen? I have no idea. Hold on a second. Let's see. Out for Justice. Yeah, Out for Justice. Seagal told everybody. I'm just reading here. He told, due to his aikido training, he was immune to being choked, and LaBelle heard it and basically said, "Prove it." Seagal let him put him in a chokehold, and then LaBelle choked him out so good he shit and pissed himself. I love it. I absolutely love it. War Pugs, JonTron. Certified tough guy, Steven Seagal. Blues player. And Russian. Vladimir Putin's best friend. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I don't know if I've made it clear enough. I don't respect this asshole. I'm just saying. When the whole reason I'm watching this right now, the whole reason is, one, it was requested during Shenanigans. Number two, the whole reason I brought up Steven Seagal in the first place was because I saw him at the Victory Day Parade in Russia, and I watched Laserpig's stream on that, and I was just sitting there crying, laughing when I saw him, because I was like, oh my god, this is the biggest collection of fraudsters and assholes in the world right now. I was thinking, I was thinking North Korea's leader was going to be there because you would have him, you would have had Putin, and you would have had Xi Jinping all in the same area. And then you throw in Steven Seagal on top of that. That's the cherry on top of a complete cake of awful. Oh my God, I was going to love it. Warpugs, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. JonTron's links in the comment section down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get yourself a shirt. Members, Patreons, early access. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm gonna go play with some of the chickens that my wife hatched earlier. They're fun.